Hello, friends. Today we will conversation mother or wife. I am Emma.
And I am Tom.
Hey, Tom. Have you ever thought about the difference between being a mother and being a wife?
That's an interesting question. There are definitely different roles, but sometimes it feels like they overlap. What do you think?
I agree. They overlap in some ways, but they are distinct roles with their own expectations and responsibilities. For instance, a mother typically has the responsibility of nurturing and raising children, while a wife is often seen as a partner in a marital relationship.
Right, but I guess there's also a lot of overlap in terms of emotional support and caregiving. Do you think one role is more challenging than the other?
That's hard to say. Both roles come with their own set of challenges. Being a mother involves a lot of direct responsibility for another person's development and well-being. It requires patience, love, and sometimes a lot of sacrifice. On the other hand, being a wife involves maintaining a partnership and balancing personal needs with those of your partner.
Yeah, I can see that. In many ways, both roles require a lot of emotional labor. Do you think society places different expectations on mothers versus wives?
Definitely. Society often expects mothers to be the primary caregivers and to prioritize their children's needs above their own. There's a lot of pressure on mothers to be perfect. For wives, the expectations can be different, focusing more on partnership and maintaining a harmonious relationship. But there are still societal pressures for wives to take on certain domestic roles.
That makes sense. I've noticed that there can be a lot of stereotypes around both roles. For example, mothers are sometimes expected to give up their careers or personal ambitions for their children, and wives might be expected to take on traditional domestic duties, even if they have their own careers.
Exactly. And these stereotypes can be limiting and unfair. There's also the issue of how these roles are portrayed in media and culture. Mothers are often shown as self-sacrificing and always putting their children first, while wives might be shown in more traditional roles or as having to balance both career and home life.
Do you think these expectations are changing at all?
I think so, but the change is slow. There's more awareness now about the need for shared responsibilities and the importance of both partners contributing equally, whether in parenting or in maintaining a household. However, there are still many areas where traditional expectations persist.
True. I've also noticed that there's often less discussion about the emotional and mental load that comes with these roles. For both mothers and wives, it's not just about the physical tasks, but also managing emotions, expectations, and sometimes even the mental burden of juggling everything.
Absolutely. The emotional load can be immense. For mothers, there's often an added pressure to manage their children's emotional well-being, while wives might feel the strain of balancing their partner's needs with their own.
And it's not always easy to talk about these pressures. Sometimes people feel like they have to uphold certain standards or hide their struggles to meet societal expectations.
That's a good point. Opening up about these struggles is important, but it can be difficult due to the stigma or fear of judgment. It's crucial for both partners in a relationship to communicate openly and support each other, whether they're navigating the challenges of parenthood or managing a partnership.
I think having these conversations is a step in the right direction. It helps break down some of the barriers and assumptions people might have, and it's important for both roles to be respected and understood.
I agree. By talking openly and supporting each other, we can work towards a more balanced and equitable approach to both roles. It's about recognizing that while the roles of mother and wife are important and distinct, they are also interconnected and deserving of respect and understanding.
Well said. It's all about balance and mutual respect. I think if we continue to have these conversations and challenge outdated stereotypes, we can make progress in how these roles are perceived and supported.
Definitely. It's an ongoing process, but every conversation helps. Thanks for discussing this with me, Tom. It's been really enlightening.
Anytime, Sophie. I'm glad we had this talk. It's important to keep questioning and understanding the roles we play in our lives and how they impact us and those around us.
Absolutely. Let's keep the dialogue going. The more we understand, the better we can support each other in all our roles.
Agreed. Here's to more open conversations and greater empathy in understanding the diverse roles people play in their lives.
Cheers to that.